What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Working DJ Podcast. I am DJ SMS.
What up, people? DJ Demo.
And then you have... So, a lot's been going on. It's been a minute since we did an episode. A lot's happened in the last couple weeks. Let's just get right into it. Venues opened up like a month and a half out here in California, and then they shut back down, it seems. Were you guys able to do any gigging before venues closed down?
I just did some private events. That's about it. Mm-hmm. And it was like I was telling when I mentioned it on the other podcast, it was just a very intimate, like 15, 20 people. But that's all I've done. But I never did any other gigs where there's a lot of people, like, bars or clubs or anything like that.
Yeah. I know Tism and myself, we were doing Continental. I think for the most part, Continental pretty much had it pretty like secure. They limited the people going inside, and then they were really on top of like deep cleaning throughout the night. So I think Continental had it pretty figured out. Yep. I was able to DJ there, I think, twice before the shutdown again. Tism, how many times did you DJ there?
Twice as well.
Yeah, so a lot of venues in that area started to, I feel, reopen too soon because they were doing brunches and they were doing Taco Tuesdays and they were doing their normal Wednesday nights and Thursday nights, and I think venues should have just really paid attention to like their bread and butter Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Some venues is trying to, I think, eat too much and not kind of be smart about it. I know they're definitely being selfish. I know another venue that was close to Conti got shut down before it even happened because some workers got the COVID situation, and I think it's been really tough, man. A lot of DJ friends, tested positive for it, and I think that kind of woke a lot of people up. Like, this shit is really serious. I don't know. I'm not gonna say their names. It's none of my business to put them out there, but right. It's just crazy to think that people really think that this isn't real until like it actually hits someone or someone or you have it yourself. I actually 2 weeks ago I had a scare. I lost my sense of smell and taste out of nowhere, and I freaked out. I'm not even gonna lie. So I started quarantining before I could even get a test, and then I got a test, and thank God the test came back negative. So it's just scary out there right now, man. I think people really need to take this serious so we can get back to some kind of normality before the fall.
Yeah, I mean, it is crazy. It's crazy how you went through that. And actually, I tested positive.
Ooh.
Had 2 days of no smell and taste. That was it. Other than that, I was good. Tested positive. So it's been over almost 3 weeks. So everything's good now. So, but it is real. Until you have it or somebody that has it, then that's when you're gonna be like, oh snap. This shit is real, what I mean? Because people are not taking it seriously right now. And that's why I'm calling family members, friends, just to, hey, lay low, because this ain't no joke. People could get it worse than how I got it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know a DJ buddy of mine who actually got it pretty bad. Yeah. They were almost hospitalized. And I think we all knew, we know it's a mutual friend to us. So I think it's pretty scary because, he's a good dude and he has a family and stuff like that. So it's like kind of hits home. When you're worrying about a fellow DJ, and I know another DJ up north that got it pretty bad too, and he almost was hospitalized too. So I mean, this thing is serious, and it's something. I think it's something that we take for granted, our health as DJs, and I think that's something we really need to. I think that's one thing that out of all this is like kind of giving us a second chance to kind of, hey, we can go and we have time to go work out. We have time to kind of eat right. Our eating habits, our sleeping habits have gotten a whole lot better from, the late night eating and getting home at 2, 3 in the morning, and then waking up at 6 or 7 to start your day over again. So I mean, I think this really gave us the opportunity to catch up and kind of get us back in, like I won't say good graces, but back in a routine where we can live a healthy lifestyle. I've been walking every day since this started for like 3 to 5 miles. I even called Demo one day and was like, "Let's go bike riding." And he was like, "What are you talking about?" Like,
"Oh, you're crazy.
You're crazy, bro." Yeah,
you're out of your mind.
What is it called,
Tism?
Tism?
Go out and stay at home order, bro.
We got the Thick Boy Bike Club OC chapter.
The Thick Boy Bike Club OC chapter.
Right.
That's funny.
Biggest chapter, but we're breaking off and doing the whole routine of like going out there. At least we started off with like a 1 day a week. We preferably like either early morning on Sunday or in the evening, because it's been hot. So.
Yeah, it's been hot.
And little by little, we've been incorporating 2 days, 3 days a week now. So it's one of those things that, like you said, it's old bad. I don't want to say bad habits, just bad acquired throughout the years, and just kind of making a stand for yourself and just thinking about where you're at and where you're gonna want to be, in a sense of like health, fitness, and overall like mental, like everything. It just plays a big factor now. I mean, I can say that being out of the whole going out and DJing, it really at first was like, man, like that's kind of the routine we know, but
yeah,
now that it's not our routine, we can be like, all right, when it reopens, we can be selective, like, all right, what I'm gonna do events, or and then take my precautions of how I'm gonna do it, and it's up to me how I want to dictate how it rolls, and not be not put that pressure, because I mean, there's gonna be work, and there's gonna be things that are opening up. I mean, a lot of the older veteran DJs, they're pretty much in that kind of mentality of like, you know what, I need to go back and just whatever is really worth it for me to go out and do, I'm gonna go and do. But all that chump change shit, like
Yeah, I think that's actually a good segue. Me and Demo briefly talked on the phone yesterday about this. Like, what's next for DJs as far as like, venue wise? I think a lot of major nightclubs, big nightclubs in LA and Orange County, have either shut down or they're not going to open up for a while. So it's like, what's the next step that DJs should be taking or are taking? I mean, I know we're all live stream right now, and if you can make a living or some money off of Twitch, then by means do it. But when venues open back, when stuff opens back up, what's going to be the norm? Like, what should be DJs be doing?
I really think that once everything calms down, which I think is gonna be a while, it's not gonna be the same no more. Like when it opened up, I think they opened up too soon, and I see some bars packing that bar. I mean, I was like, damn, I was tripping out how packed it was. People were just bumping to each other. So I mean, you gotta understand, like, you can't do that. What I'm thinking, my opinion is like, when you go back, dude, I don't think there'll be multiple DJs DJing at night. I think there'll be one DJ the whole night. That's one. Two, have you guys gone to Uptown Whittier where they have bars, but they don't have a dancing permit, so you cannot dance at all? You just on the table, chilling on the table.
I've heard of it, but I've never like witnessed this. Is that an actual like in Uptown Whittier there? So they can have a DJ and stuff, but there's no dance floor.
Yeah, they don't have a permit for entertainment. That means dancing permit, so that means that there's gonna be no dancing. So they have tables all over the place, even in the middle where the dance floor used to be at. They have tables, so all you do is just lounge, just chill out, have a drink, enjoy the music. That's it. I think that'll be the next step for venues to start up. Just do something like that where everybody's like 6 feet apart, the tables.
Yeah.
And also maybe do some patio events. That's pretty much it, dude. Like to go back to normal with clubs and, like I said, with multiple DJs, I don't think that's gonna happen. And I'm saying that even to another year, dude.
Yeah, I think we are gonna start to see the surge of more outdoor venues and more outdoor events. the thing with the outdoor events though, it's like like in California, I feel like we have this like this process of like our day party should only be on Sunday. I don't know what it is. I just feel like, usually when we think about a day party, it's on Sunday. Like, let's do a day party on Sunday. But I think that's going to change. I think the new norm is going to be a day party on Saturday. I will be surprised too. The thing that's going to switch up is a lot of bars are going to start, adding kitchens. I think that's one thing that really stood out for bar owners and nightclubs. Is like, hey, we need a kitchen. If we get a kitchen in here, we won't get shut down. We still have some kind of income. And I think that really stood out to a lot of owners. I know for a fact, like Continental right now, I hate to keep bringing them up, but they're getting remodeled on a whole nother side now, and they're adding some more stuff. So it's going to be the normal Conti side and then either a patio or a room 2. And I think they're adding the kitchen. So I think venues are going to get smart enough to say, hey, we need to add some kind of food element so that way we can stay open. We can make it work. But also, too, I think venues should really start looking at their landscape and see if they have the opportunity to add some kind of patio or outside, essence to your venue. So that way now you can offer outdoor seating. You can offer outdoor events, In June, I'm not even lying. In June, I went to brunch for my girlfriend's birthday, and we couldn't even sit outside of the venue because they already had it reserved. But where we sat at we were the only ones in that section of Matador, and we were able to, it was like 14, 15 of us. So we were able to spread out and still be in one area and still, interact and stuff. So I think venues really just need to figure out what's going to be next for them. As far as DJs, I think they need to kind of figure out, what's next for them. And to be honest, a lot of DJs are gonna sit here and wake up and say, you know what, I think with this break, it's time for me to take a step back from the scene. And if I DJ, it'd be house parties, it'd be local, my friend stuff. But like a lot of DJs are gonna say, you know what, I'm done with the scene, the politics, the nightlife, whatever. A lot of other DJs are going to kind of fall off from where they're at already. I think not in a certain sense, because I think coming out of this, you can't have the same rate you had. I mean, you can, but I mean, I don't think venues are going to honestly be paying the $400, $500, $600, $700 to DJ anymore. I think those days are done for right now. Like Demo said, venues are going to cut back their DJ budget. That's going to be the first thing that gets cut back when they reopen. Is the DJ budget.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if DJs go on Twitch on their screens while just the customers are drinking, dude.
Facts. I mean, if they can't,
you just never know, dude.
You just never know now. Yeah, you just never know now.
It'll be live. I mean, requests. They'll play the request, shout them out, dude, on the screens, whatever. Everybody just having a good time. Just for the sake of all employees. I mean, I don't know. There's a lot of factors into it. There's a lot of stuff they can do, but it's not gonna be the same like it was before no more for a while, dude. So that's just the truth.
They incorporate some kind of vaccine and everybody hops on board, and until that happens, I agree with you. It's gonna be a while before we're somewhat normal, and even then, like, everybody's gonna be cautious and still on that.
I mean, it's weird. I mean, a vaccine for a super flu. I mean, it's. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not. That's not my pay rate. Like I can't get into that. Like, you know what I mean? So I mean, a vaccine, and if it comes, it comes. But hell, it's already the flu shot. You still get the flu. You know what I mean? So I mean, it's just honestly, this is just a wake up call. You don't know how it's going to affect you until you catch it. So right. It's you could literally have it for 2 days with no smell, no taste, and be fine. You show no symptoms at all, or you get severe symptoms, or like it's on the person. But I think it just goes back to, hey, take your vitamins, Make sure you're eating healthy. Make sure you're practicing social distancing. Wash your hands.
Boost your immune system. Wear a mask.
Yeah, it goes back to the basics. This is stuff that we should have already been doing. So it's kind of like redundant that we have to wait until something like this happens for us to say, hey, you need to wash your hands more. Like, bro, you already should be washing your hands more. You touch this, you touch that. You go to the bathroom. Like, you should already be washing your hands. You shake hands. You touch things. So it's just, I don't know. I don't know.
Now, this is my question to you guys. Do you think there should be another stay-at-home order to really, like, calm this down? Is it really going to make a difference?
That stay-at-home order would have to be severely strict.
I agree.
And I don't mean to cut you off, but it's to the point now we still have people arguing about wearing masks. And that's like the base of it. Like, if you just wear a mask and stand 6 feet apart from a person, like, that's just all they're asking. They're not telling you,
right.
You know what I mean? It's not like they're telling you to come out in a hazmat suit.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So it's going to be hard. If we do another stay-at order, which I think it's going to come, I think that one has to be just as strict as the first one was. No beaches, no parks, no trails, no dining. I think they shouldn't even be allowing restaurants to dine outside. Like, you're still with people. So I think you're just gonna have to really, shut it down, and just say, well, it's shut down.
Yep.
It made a difference the first time they did it. Like, it's slowed it. But people got complacent and relaxed, and next thing you know, we're back at it again, and the numbers keep rising up, even with the restrictions that we're currently on. And
and a lot of it too is like people from Memorial Day left and went to Arizona or went to Vegas. Like, it's nothing we can really do about that. We can't control people, and by all means, this isn't a political podcast where we're telling you, like, hey, you're fucking wrong if you're gonna go outside and not wear a mask. Like, dude, if you're gonna not go outside and wear a mask, then that's your choice. But at the same time, like, we're in this together.
Don't come back saying "woe is me" and want a pity party when
you know what I mean? Like,
the basics of wearing a mask, being clean, and just being safe for everybody else.
And that's exactly what I know. I hit you guys up. I hit on my family and other friends. I say, you know what, this is real. I just told them my story to be for awareness. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I told everybody, I can't tell you what to do, not to do, and I'm not gonna tell you here, don't go out. That's on you. But I'm just gonna be very careful, be vigilant.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
If you're gonna go out, just be smart about it. Like, you're not just go out. Like, I even noticed. I go out for a walk every morning, and I notice, like, it's been hot lately, so I have my mask on me, but I'm not wearing it. But that's just because it's hot and I sweat, so all that's in my face. But I'm still making a conscious effort to, if you're walking towards me, I'm going to walk around you because I don't have a mask on. So I'm going to sit here or I'll stand aside and let you pass by, and I'll continue my walk. Like, that's just, and then some days when it's cooler, I have my mask on. But it's just, we're in this together. Like, I don't want to see anyone get sick and die.
Yeah, like you said earlier, it is an eye opener. It opened my eyes, and even now that I'm good now, thank God, it's like I'm just keeping lay low. I'm just keeping low key too. I'm not gonna take another chance. You know what I mean? Because not only, thankfully I didn't get it severe, but it was very stressful and frustrating being quarantined for 14 days, almost 3 weeks, stressing that my girl or my stepdaughter didn't get it. Thank God they came back negative. You know what I mean? But it's just a stress. It's a stress you don't need. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it plays with your mental health.
Exactly.
It plays with your mental health.
So it's not cool. That's what I'm telling everybody. Hey, but you guys want to keep doing whatever you're gonna do. Hey, that's on you guys. But don't be complaining, crying later on, and that's it.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. So, do DJs, with everything going on, when this is all done and said with, do DJs, are we still club hopping in a sense of, we have multiple venues under our belt? That's number one. And then the second half to that question would be, are we taking our own equipment?
Myself, I don't think I'm gonna do club hopping like that. If I was to do a venue, I'll do it by myself. I'll be honest. And if I'll be more comfortable taking my equipment, I'll take my equipment. That's just me.
Tism?
I think for me, it's a hard one. I think for the environments that we're in, I mean, some places definitely won't let us take our equipment. So for that, like, just make sure we take our proper stuff to clean it. And as far as having different venues to go play, like, I think I would do it, but knowing if they're really implementing the things that need to be done in order for everybody to be safe. Those are the basic guidelines, you know, and then what you do from those basics is make sure you.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I'm thinking, I don't know. I have a weekly as of now, thank God, and I'm fine with that weekly if I needed to. I would like to still do other venues, but I would have to see what steps are in place before I, you know, make that effort to want to go and do it. And I just think that's hard because at the end of the day you got to eat. So I mean, if you're gigging and you're making your money that way, then you're gonna go out and gig. But I think just now you have to take better precautions yourself going into your events.
Oh yeah.
No, definitely. You know, you do events, gigs, whatever. You just have to be very careful, stay away from people. You know, clean your stuff. I mean, yeah, it's gonna be more challenging than how we thought it was gonna be.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, fellas. Episode 6. You know, we took a break. I think we all kind of needed to mentally reset before we got back into the habit of, you know, pushing out content and putting together, you know, a weekly podcast for everyone. So I mean, it's good to be back. I think we all had our own individual like time apart and time to kind of catch a second win, so to speak. So it's good to be back, and I look forward to, you know, having another episode with you guys. If you guys ever want to talk about or join the group, feel free to message us on Instagram at @theworking_DJ. Make sure you guys feel free to join the conversation. The more DJs, the merrier. You know, this podcast is for the working DJ. It's for DJs that's like-minded, that want to go out and all that stuff. And, you know, just talk the bullshit and talk the everyday shit we all go through as DJs, you know. So make sure you follow me on Instagram at It's DJ SMS. You can actually find me on Twitch now at It's DJ SMS as well. Demo, where can they find you at?
You can find me at DJ_Demo, Twitter at DJ Demo, and I'll be putting out more information about Twitch, so see what's up.
Yeah, I think our next episode should be about Twitch because that's a whole episode worth is Twitch. Tism, where can I find you at?
At DJ Tism, that's DeeJayTism, and that's all social media platforms.
Ooh, all across the board.
AKA BMX Rider.
Thick Boys Bike Club OC. Pause. Pause.
You guys come join me in the bikes then.
Yeah, shout out to Eddie Express because Eddie be out there with you too.
Yeah, no, I'm telling you, like it's crazy. We started this just as a you know, once a day thing or once a week thing, and you know, now he upgraded to a full suspension bike. So
damn, excuse me, putting money into the hobby now.
Yeah, I mean, like it. You know, once you get in it and you know that it's working for you, and it's honestly a de-stressor. Like I posted a few weeks ago, like how doing this has like really like helped me as a person, as a man moving forward in all of this and whatnot. And it's really, you know, everybody finds their little, I guess, sense of like doing things and
their niche, yeah.
And this, you know, for me as well, has been a good way of just venting out and doing my thing and just connecting with just me as a rider, me pushing myself once I hit that little limit of like, hey, you know what? I can still go a little bit. Let me pause a bit and get back on it. And you know what? and it's something that you're only benefiting yourself. I mean, we can sit here and kid ourselves like, yeah, I'm gonna be healthy, or I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. But at the end of the day, it's like you see yourself, and it's like you're your only judge, and fuck everybody else's opinions and comments, and it's how you feel inside and out. So
tell them, hey, tell them,
bro.
But yeah, man, I mean,
quote of the day.
Challenge you guys to find something that you guys like, other than the DJing. If you like to knit, if you like to freaking if you like to break, whatever you like.
If you like to knit, I need a sweater if you want to knit.
I need to make me a face mask.
I mean, find an outlet other than what you usually do, and why not? We got all this extra time. Find something, make yourself. But yeah.
Facts. Well, everyone, this has been episode 6. Make sure you like and subscribe. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you hit the like button at the bottom. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. If you're listening to us on the Apple Podcast, thank you for listening. Make sure you tell a friend. We'll see you next week with episode 7 of The Working DJ. Peace.